Hello, Tiger Nation, and welcome once again to Keeping Your Eyes on the Tigers. Rudy Perez was sitting at his kitchen table one spring morning in 1965, and he was working on an advertising campaign for the Pillsbury refrigerated dough products. And this is where the Pillsbury Doughboy came from. His name is Poppin' Fresh. Poppin' Fresh made a lot of commercials for Pillsbury during the time of '65, all the way up to 2004, where he took a break. But in 2009, he made a return, and during this time here is where they came up with the little giggle that he gets when somebody touches him in his stomach, and this is where he came on. He ran again up until 2011 with Pillsbury. Here recently, he's made an appearance for Geico insurance on their commercials. You've seen the little fella, and he's going through the check thing in the airport, and the man get ready to search him, and every time he reach for him, he go hee 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 hee. You say, okay, I'm gonna be right there. Next time I'm gonna be all right, and the man reach for him again. So and he giggles all over again. I love those Geico commercials. That's because they got the other one that comes up with the camel that always talks about it's hump day. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that now. But I know you're wondering, why am I talking about the Pillsbury Doughboy? Yep, why am I talking about Mr. Fresh? Well, this is the reason why. This season I've noticed something. As I've been watching the Tiger games and everything, I've always heard in the background that little funny giggle of Mr. Poppin' Fresh. He's been at all of the games that the Tigers have did, and he's been going around giving out them apple turnovers. That's right, he's been giving out them apple turnovers to the Tigers. And let's look at what he's done at the games that, to show you that he's been at the games that the Tigers have been playing in. In that Cincinnati game, he gave out 16 turnovers. And in the Louisville game, he gave out 15 and 17 in the MSU game. And well, he was a little stingy in that Gonzaga game. He only gave out 9 turnovers in that game. But yesterday, he just had a ball. He had fun. He gave out 18 turnovers. Now, let me explain to you what I'm talking about when I say turnovers. In basketball, turnovers are when the team that has the ball is going down and they make a mistake or something, and they call it turning the ball over to the other team. So that's what's called turnover. So anytime you turn the ball over, that means that you didn't score that time. So that means that you giving the other team an opportunity to score. But the Tigers had 18 turnovers yesterday compared to just only 6 by Uconn. And we had 3 players that really was just greedy yesterday. Shaq had 3 turnovers, and Gerard Johnson and Michael Dixon, well, they just got carried away. They had 4 turnovers apiece. Now that's too many turnovers for you to be having during a game, But overall, I'm proud of the way that those Tigers played yesterday. They battled real hard. As a matter of fact, they came out and they jumped on Uconn, and they had them going there for a minute, and that's the way the game went all the way through the whole game. they would get the lead, then Uconn would come back and they would take the lead, and then the Tigers would battle back and get the lead back from Uconn, and Uconn would come back, and that's the way the game went all the way through. But you know, through it all, at the end, it was just too much Uconn for the Tigers. Really, it was too much. Boatwright on Uconn's team. Boatwright had 21 points and 6 assists. And they had this one little short fella on there that was really about the same height as Joe Jackson, but he really didn't have as much speed as Joe Jackson did. But Naples, he had a career high of 34 points with 4 assists and 5 rebounds. You know, but through it all, Joe Jackson, he did really good. The Tigers did good yesterday. Joe Jackson was our high point man with 24 points and 7 assists, and all four guards scored in double figures. For some reason, they just couldn't really get the game to go inside. So our big men really didn't have a good game yesterday. But overall, the Tigers lost in overtime now to Uconn 86-81. But you know, the Tigers lost because of one reason. Well, for 2 reasons really. But the main reason was they lost concentration, they lost focus, and they had butterfingers yesterday. That's the reason why they had 18 turnovers. So it was on that part that they did. And also, Uconn went to the line yesterday, to the free throw line, 23 times. And we only went to the free throw line 12 times. So, you know, that seemed a little lopsided to me. I can't, you know, but I wasn't calling the game. But overall, like I said, the Tigers played a good game. They held Uconn to only shooting 39% from the field, and the Tigers shot 54%. So that was good. For the Tigers, shooting 54% and holding their opponents to 39%. They even shot better at from 3-point range. They shot 46%, and Uconn shot 42%. But now this is the killer right here. Uconn, which is one of the better free throw shooting teams in the American Athletic Conference, they shot 80% from the line. That's right. They hit 29 of 36 of their shots, and we only hit 6 of 9. I mean, we only had 9 shots. So you know, you can see that game was just a little lopsided on one side. But you know, on a good note for the week, you know, we did have a win. We beat UCF 76-70. You know, that means that we've won twice against UCF, but then on the bad note, we've lost twice to Uconn. So you know, overall, you know, we are still. We're still in the race, but like I was saying, you know, those turnovers and our energy level has got to, the turnovers has got to go down, and we've got to keep our energy level up. We've got to stay focused, and some of our players have kind of let us down, you know, but, you know, the season is not lost yet. But anyway, coming up this week, we will be playing, we got 2 games this week. We will be playing Rutgers on Thursday night. That's the 20th at 6 p.m. That'll be at Rutgers. And we'll be playing on CBS Sports, the CBS Sports Network. Also, we've got a game Saturday. That's the 22nd. We'll be playing Temple right here on our floor. And that game will be at 8:30. That's an odd time. But anyway, 8:30 Saturday night. And that game will be televised also on ESPNU. But let's keep the Tigers lifted up, y'all. The season is not over with, but they got to stay focused. So as long as we stay focused on the Tigers, and we hope that they can stay focused, and you know they'll go ahead on and win. But let's keep our eyes on the Tigers. Bye now, and I'll see you later.